Okay, so what is going on, guys? Today with another video, and today we're going to be breaking down fishing a chatterbait, and also doing a little bit of unboxing. So I'm going to start off with actually breaking down the chatterbait and how I like to fish it, some tips and tricks, and some definitely tournament tips and tricks. So when you're picking out a chatterbait, there's a couple things you want to look for. Is definitely checking out the weight and kind of the blade color and what kind of hook it is, and if it has a weed guard. Depends where you're fishing. Sometimes you don't want that weed guard. Sometimes you want a weed guard depending on the cover situations. But most of the time that blade can deflect the cover pretty good. Then weight-wise, you're gonna want, if you want ½ ounce, it'll get you lower into the water column. 3/8 is pretty much what I stick to, because that can pretty much do it all. And then you also look at your water. Where's some of them? Okay. So water clarity is another thing you want to look for. If it's dirtier water, you're gonna want that black and blue. Like usual, if it's clear water, targeting a shad, you want that shad color. Another clear water, you want something lifelike. And the thing when I said look at the blades, all these are Plumhead Tackle Jigs. Link to his Instagram is below. He also has a Facebook page. You can also check that out. And I like these is just because the craftsmanship, you can modify these really well by yourself. Like the actual Chatterbait by Z-Man, they do a pretty good job with, especially with their Freedom Tackle head jigs. They do really good. But like if you're gonna buy a low end one, like a $4 one, a $3 one, the hook is like, I've lost a lot of fish. I've actually bent out some of the hooks. These really stout hook because it's like a regular jig, really good keeper. Then you also got that weed guard. I'll give it a nice closer look to you. So you got that nice stout hook, nice weed guard, hand tied, so they're gonna last longer. They're gonna hold up to a lot of fish. And then the other thing I like is you can really customize them, because if you're targeting a shad, you're gonna want that silver colored blade, obviously, and black and blue. You're gonna want this real dark blade, which I really like. If you're like this one, I may color in. This is silver, because last time I've checked, I haven't seen a bluegill or a baitfish with a big flashy thing. And I know you guys, some of you guys haven't like colored them in. I'll just use the Sharpie. This is a good tournament tip. But you can fish it just straight like shiny. The fish will hit it because it's a reaction strike. And pretty much that, I'll color it in, and that'll give a nice lifelike, really in tune, lifelike appearance. And so another reason I like these is the modifications you can make to them. Again, if you've seen the Z-Man ones, this, as you can tell, it's perfectly flat, this blade. The Z-Man ones have it bent, so it keeps it down, so it runs true. But sometimes you do not want it to run true. You want to be able to rip it off the ground, have it really erratic. And like when you're pulling these will rise up and do different weird actions. So that's what I like. But if I want it to run true, you don't have to go out and buy one. Like I said, these are super customizable. Like super long skirt, you can adjust the skirt. You just take your pliers, get it about right there, and you just bend it up. It'll take a while at first because you just really got to work at it. Sometimes you want a vise or something to hold it down to really get through them. But sometimes I don't want to do that like this one. I'm just going to leave it how it is. Maybe on the water I'll change it. It's really simple to change. But once you bend it, you got that curve. You're going to have a curve, and that's going to allow the water to push down and keep it low. Because I like fishing them. I usually like to let my chatterbait sink a couple seconds, then reel them back in and jerk them a couple times. But sometimes I'll be just running them straight. So covered the weed guard and everything. Trailers. There's two different kinds of trailers. You got your fluke style, and you got your paddle tail. And there's definitely different ways you can throw them. I like this fluke style, depending on what presentation. Because if I want a smaller presentation, less noise, because these are loud thumping baits, they're a good option. Instead of throwing a Colorado blade spinnerbait, you can throw one of these, which are more compact, and I think they just work phenomenal. It's a new craze that's been taking over the fishing industry for a couple years now, and it's staying true. But these flukes, like, they'll just be going like that through the water, which is great action. Great subtle action with the thumping tail. But sometimes when you get this on, it's just pulling so much weight, and it's thumping a little bit too much for the fish and scaring them away. So, like, this is the Z-Man one. Like, that's how I throw it. I didn't color that in because didn't really need to. This is the Z-Man one. Like I said, it's curved to push the water down. I've lost some fish on that. It's not the best hook, but you definitely can upgrade your hooks in spending more. But I just like the plumb head tackle ones. They've worked for me, and that's how I like to work them. Then if you have a craw trailer, if you have something like this, rig it sideways and it'll make a nice big presentation for like a bluegill. You can also use like finesse worms, get like a 4-inch finesse worm, throw it on there. A Senko, you can really put anything on the back of these. Like a Senko's really big, it's just going to create a big profile, not a ton of action at the back. But you can do a lot with them, and sometimes people ask me, should I throw a trailer hook on a chatterbait? No, because when a fish hits a chatterbait, it's going to stay on there. They don't really short swipe it. It'll screw up the action of the chatterbait, and with that thing moving side to side, that hook is just going to get tangled. It's just not going to work. So I think I really covered it all. Let's talk about the setup you're going to use. Really, again, you're going to want no stretch, so you can get that hook wide, that really stout hook in there in the fish's mouth. And so I'd say 30-pound braid is usually a good one. 12 to 15-pound fluorocarbon. I'd say you can go to 10. All depends on cover. Then rod and reel, you can go 6 to slow you down, 6.2 to 1, 6.3 to 1, 6.1 to 1, or whatever, just to slow you down. You can go into the 7, so you can really get it out there. Slow yourself down. You have to slow yourself down, then once you miss your spot, once you pass your spot, reel it back in real quick. So you can do that. That's another option. Okay, and for rod length, you're probably going to want to go with the medium action. Medium action usually works pretty well for me. I think stick to medium action. 6'6" to 7 foot, I'd say, depending how far of a cast you want out there. I like 6'6" is pretty much my rod length that I like to stick to, unless you're flipping and pitching heavy cover, then you're gonna want 7 foot. But 7 foot, you're able to bomb the cast out there, and that's pretty much it. Really. As I was saying before the phone rang, so yeah, that's pretty much it. What you want to stick to, it's all what works for you, and that's it. Okay, we're gonna quickly do this unboxing really quick. So check out Release Ruler. I'm big on catch and release fishing. You guys all know that. So this is the best way I can get an estimate of the weight and the exact length of it, and throw it back in so we can live another day, and we can catch it again and enjoy it more. So Release Ruler, link is always, any companies that I say will usually be in the description. So you just got the old Release Ruler, largemouth bass. I lost my old one, flew off the boat, but Release Ruler, actually at iCast, just came out with a new thing where it's a decal, which is really sick. So you can just, so it's like this, but it's in a decal form, and you can just put it on the side of your boat, on your kayak or anything, and just catch your fish, boom. You can even put it on the back of your truck or something like that. But this is the portable one. And they also make carriers now that they fold up like this, and they also form as a nose stop. So that's pretty nice. Most of the time, you just bend the nose up. I don't really worry about this, but really nice. You can check them out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out their website. They're really cool guys there. And yeah, pretty much. Here's a closer look. So you got what fish it says, largemouth bass. Then they have all different kinds. Tells you an estimate of the weight and everything, and brag to your guys when it says huge. And so that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And I will catch you next time. And hopefully be fishing tomorrow. So we're gonna retry again.